welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Clarabelle and I'm so delighted to have you guys back again today. Happy Independence Day. So before I move right into today's topic, I really wanted to just give a shout out to all of my new subscribers. Welcome to the family. It means a lot to me. I see you guys and I truly appreciate all of you. Today, I'm going to be talking about Mohbad. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. So for those of you that really don't know the story, I am going to be sharing about a young man full of life, that was so enthusiastic about living life and becoming better than he was. This was a child from a ghetto. A ghetto in Nigeria means from the slum. He wanted to make something out of himself. He was once a carpenter and was making money, and while he was doing all of that, he was saving up money to, go into music because he has a passion for music. Fortunately or unfortunately, he signed up with this record label in Nigeria that I'm probably sure he was really excited for the opportunity to blow up. But unfortunately, things did not work out well. That what he went in there wasn't what he got. So he decided to leave the record label. So leaving the record label was the beginning of his miserable life before this young, gentle soul deleted out of this life. All his song was all about a message. He was passing a message to a lot of us. He was passing a message to a lot of people. I heard that he cried out to some people, but unfortunately, nobody took him serious. I don't know why, maybe because of the cancel culture in Nigeria. And because of his sudden, deletion, a lot of things have been unveiled in the music industry in Nigeria. As sad as it is, it was worse for me when I even realized the way he was buried. And I'm like, nobody should go through this. I mean, no soul should go through this, especially for someone that was a celebrity in Nigeria and just buried in that manner with so much disrespect. That really broke my heart. And I cried, and I cried. But the good news is a lot of people are fighting for the justice of Mohbad. And I pray that he gets justice. My shout out to Iyabo Ojo. That is one woman, I have to give her flowers because it takes a lot for you to stand for the truth and fight for justice in Nigeria. If you know what it means to fight in Nigeria, especially when you're known, to come out to fight injustice in Nigeria, it takes a lot. People are afraid to speak up. People are afraid of retaliation. People are afraid of consequences. People are afraid. But Iyabo Ojo has really taken this upon herself. And this is not the first time she has done this. She did this with one other case that happened that went viral about this man that molested a young girl. She's always fighting for the voiceless, for the youth, especially for the ones that are less privileged. We need to come to a Nigeria where we all have to fight together. One thing that I really learned in this time of Mohbad's deletion was the fact that we are so powerful when we youths come together in one voice. The only reason the government were able to take up this case seriously was because of the power of unity. Another person I have to give a shout out to that really impressed me this time around is Tonto DK. I have never seen her, and a lot of times a friend of mine was telling me that she's always been like that. Maybe because I've really not paid attention to her, aside the fact that I know she went viral over her ex-husband and all of that. I don't really follow her like that. I don't follow a lot of Nigerian celebrities. I have few of them that I follow, but Tonto DK was not one of them because, I don't know, I just did not connect well with her. I see how passionate she is and that I should give her flowers. So I'm going to share the lessons that I have learned in this period, in this time of Mohbad's deletion. The first thing I learned is I have given flowers to Iyabo Ojo, Tonto DK and Gist Lover. They have done really well, and other blogs that are genuinely doing the things that would help, this justice to prevail. I have to give them their flowers. So Nigerian police kind of impressed me, even with the candlelight. I saw some police were just there dancing with them, showing respect to Mohbad. The same thing also, they promised that they were going to do the autopsy, and they're really updating the social media platform, giving them updates weekly by weekly on how things are going. I had to give them, because I've never seen them in action like I've seen them so far. They promised they were going to exhume the body, and they actually did that for the first time. I have never. Mohbad's deletion portrays what I believe the Bible said: touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Because I think they touched the wrong person. Another thing that got me disturbed was the fact that a lot of Christians were silent. And I was thinking to myself, I don't talk about church. I don't, because I'm a Christian and I'm a God's lover. So when it comes to church issues, I try not to intervene. I try not to judge. Who am I to judge? I just know that I love God and I have faith in God. And for those that are not Christians, I know that you also believe in whoever you believe in. So I'm speaking on this because I'm a Christian, and that's why I was kind of confused, and I want to also hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. I believe that I was asking myself, what would Jesus do in this situation? I don't believe that Jesus actually came for the righteous. He came for the sinners just like us. He came for sinners just like me, you and I. He didn't come for the righteous. I don't believe that when we are fighting for humanity, I believe that's when the church has to come to play. I know that churches have been condemned. It's been a lot of war going on between churches and people in Nigeria. But I think this was the opportunity for you to prove them wrong, that Jesus is not about who is not a Christian and who is a Christian. The silence kind of worries me. And I don't know if I'm overthinking, but in my head, I'm thinking, what would Jesus do in this situation? Would Jesus be silent for injustice, seeing that someone was deleted, whether we think that the person was living a right life while he was alive? But I think this is when to show love and show compassion and show that Jesus wasn't about the Christians alone. It was for everyone. And maybe that's when you begin to preach the gospel to people, tell them that you can only find perfect peace in God. And just by your own show of love, but by the silence of Christians, that kind of baffled me. Maybe I'm overthinking, but that's how I felt. A lot of Christians, especially for the ones that are well known, their silence was questionable. It was just not a thing that I think that Jesus would do if Jesus was given the opportunity. I think Jesus would have led his voice and also shared his words and let people see, oh, I love the way that he came out, even though the guy wasn't a Christian, he didn't live a Christian, what we think a Christian life, and which was not really the truth, because in all of his music, he was calling God, and he was from a Christian background. And just the fact that Christians were quiet, that, it didn't sit well with me. And I don't think that that's what Christ would have done if he was here with us. And he wants us to showcase his life by our attitude, the way we show love and the way we preach to people, even when we think that these people are not a Christian like we think. But this is a time to show humanity and show love through the way that we air our voices to show support. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking, but that's just my own observation. Another thing that I observed during the course of this guy's deletion is that all that glitters are not good. Choose your mentors right. I think a lot of times in this generation of social media, our mentors are probably people we see online. We don't even know what they do. We just see that their lives are very glamorous online, and we automatically become our mentor without us asking questions and all of that. So be careful. All that glitters is not gold. Choose the right mentors. Don't be in a hurry to do things. Take your time. Especially because of the level of poverty, you see a lot of parents push their children into things like this. Because there's no money, they see opportunity. Every opportunity to them is a great opportunity. They jump into it. It's all about money for them. And these children find out that, they do things that are not they're not supposed to be engaging themselves in. A culture where we encourage people coming home with big cars without zero employment. I think we should start instilling values in our children, integrity in our children. Money is good, but make it in a way that you can find peace while making it. Don't be in a hurry. Just like Mohbad had said in one of his interviews, he said, don't rush. They were asking him, what would be your best advice for youth out there? And his advice was, do not rush. Don't be in a hurry, because you can rush into things and you will never, make it out of that thing. And not everyone comes out of it alive, or I don't know how he said it. Not everyone can actually come out of it. So be careful what you're jumping into. Be careful what you see, and who are your mentors. Choose your mentors right. Growing up, my mentors were women of integrity, women of class, how they carry themselves. I had great mentors. One of my mentors then was late Pastor Bimbo Dukoye. I just love the way she carried herself. I love her fashion sense. I love her aura. There's just something about her that was just classy, and she just commands respect. And those are the kind of women that I admire. I had a lot of them growing up, but young girls these days, or young boys these days, are looking at Instagram influencers. I'm not saying that most influencers are, influencing is a wrong business. That's not what I'm saying. But who are they really influencing? What are they influencing? What are you looking at? Let's be mindful before you rush into things. Take your time, pay attention to things, pray before you make decisions. Don't rush into things. Take your time. Just don't be in a hurry, okay? Another thing I have come to realize is that we have lost most of our parents now. We have social media moms than prayerful moms. And I say this, and because I'm a Christian, I keep saying prayer, because I believe in the power of prayers and all that. I believe that we are losing guards of how we raise our children. A lot of people are so much in a hurry to look good on social media, on grams, than just being present in their children's life. And I think we should constantly do that. Even when we think that they are grown, we should still pay attention to them. Begin to speak life over your children. It's good to be a couples go, family go online, but are you really a family go in reality? Pay attention to your children. Who are they watching? Who are their mentors? Sometimes I go through what my children watch on TV. Sometimes I sat down one time, because my son always watches this guy that is some sort of podcast, but I really did not understand what the guy was all about, because I always pay attention. So I sat down with him one day. I was like, why do you watch this guy? Why do you watch him? What is interesting about what he says or what he does? What is this guy all about? Because I wanted to know. And he was telling me, oh, he watches it because he just like. I said, no, you can't just. What are you learning? What values is this person installing? Is it motivating you to do something? I just wanted to know. And I sat down with him, and he said this, and I said, no. We had a conversation over that, because I wasn't really feeling it, So he realized what I said, and he stopped watching this person. So you need to pay attention. I also watch what my daughter watches. I ask them questions. What is this about? What is it that you're learning from this person? Because I just don't want you to watch people that are not impacting you in a positive way. So parents, pay attention, be present. I know that in a world where we are right now, everyone is busy trying to chase the money. But let's not forget, as women, that the first thing, I personally know that for sure, is that I am a nurturer. I am a woman. I am meant to nurture, and I do with all of my heart. Be a prayerful mom. Don't just be all about Instagram, perfect mom, but internally, in real life, you're really not a great mom. So a great parent altogether. This is not just for women. I am stating this on women because we're the home builders, we're the nurturers. So pay attention to your children, pray for them. I think we are more so validation. We want validation online. We want people to think that we have a perfect family. But you're there to protect your children. You're there to guide them. I am very old school when it comes to parenting. Why I said I'm team old school is because I feel like our moms were very prayerful moms. Like literally, they would pray morning and night, and a lot of people can see the manifestations of how much our moms prayed back then and how we are enjoying the fruits of those prayers. So prayer, 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 pray for your children. This is not the time to tell the whole world what your child wants to be, or your child comes out first in class, you're showcasing it to the world. The world is a dangerous place. Remember, you only know your heart, you don't know the heart of people. So when God reveals that a child is something, a child will be something tomorrow, God reveals to you, pray over that child, secure your children, heed them under God, pray for their gifts, let nobody know. Instead of trying to be the perfect mom on social media, make sure that you're being a perfect mom outside social media. Stop seeking validation for people that really don't care about your life. Because the best thing that you can do as a mom for your children is, pray for them, nurture their gifts for them, encourage their gifts. When it's time for the world to see that light shine, trust me, you cannot hide light, you cannot hide success. It will pay off and people will hear. But don't be in a hurry to show them that your child is doing well. My child is going to be this child. Pray for them. This is a time for you to shield and hide them under God. But yeah, those are a few things I've learned. And I pray that Mohbad gets justice, that justice will prevail. I pray for all the parents back home. I pray for his family. I pray that, especially I'm so glad that he has a son. I pray that the Lord will keep his son. And, let's continue to be kind in this world that there's no more love. The kind of comments I see on, comments I see these days, I'm like, where is the love? Where is the compassion? Have we lost it? I think we should start preaching more of love and kindness. A lot of people are bitter, I'm telling you. So please, 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 and please shield your children, and the Lord will continue to give us the strength to be the best parents that we can be the best people that we can be. And yeah, I've come to the end of my video today. So share your thoughts in the comment section. Until I come your way again, like I always do with all of my videos, you are loved, you are kind, you are special, you are valuable. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Until then, remain blessed. Bye-bye. Bye.